Hello and welcome back to Avorion. My name is Spanj, and last episode I made a big boo-boo with the whole fighters thing. I'm going to come to that in a minute, because what I wanted to do today, aside from getting my fleet that are over here, they're kind of locked up in 29 minutes or so, 30 minutes or so, and they will be free. So in that meantime, we can send you on yet another trade mission for Christ knows how much money. But what I want to do today is get these guys up there, where I am right now, so that I can refit them all as Mobiuses and so on and so forth. Get them all geared up as best as possible, and you know, get them mining and scrapping and salvaging up in this area where there's Xanian, where there's tech that we need, basically. What I have done in the meantime, while I'm waiting for them to just kind of like cool down off their mission, you can see my little Corvettes flying around. They're on little patrol missions. They're doing great. They're doing great. Every now and again, they get a shot off on a pirate. Score some more rep for me. It's lovely. This boat here, which is the Cavalier B, I've kitted it out now. I know it was supposed to be, or it is going to be, I suppose, my fleet support ship eventually once I get the other miners up here. But I've put in a mining captain here, just a tier 1, and I have kitted it out with all the mining lasers I could find. Neonites, trinium, Xanian, all the freaking mining lasers, basically. Not only that, but also a fleet of diggers, trinium, and a Xanian in there as well, so they can get the Xanian and stuff. Everything that's in this sector they can actually mine with these mining fighters. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. Now, this is not the mining fighters that I built in the last episode. No. They're new and shiny, and they're done properly this time, so I'll show you in a second what I did wrong. A lot of you pointed out in the comments, of course, rightly so, and yeah. So I've got different fighters now, basically doing various things. So you've got the wrong skin. 1 second, let me just fix that. I want you guys flying around in something. I know that one's quite cool. There we go. So yeah, this privateer has now got 3 squadrons: diggers, a mining squad, and a scrappers, a salvaging squad. That is the original salvaging dude. Yeah, we've got another mining laser to make them with, I don't think, anyway. Salvaging laser, sorry. And then I've got these plasma fighters as well, which are ones that I just bought. I bought from somewhere. So, you know, they're okay, actually. Durability, maneuverability, and speed-wise, they're not bad. So that is pretty good. 102 DPS. Plasma fighters, Xanian plasma fighters, they're building, I suppose. Production is full at the moment, doing the diggers and stuff. I guess I don't know why I'm building these ones, actually, because you know, I don't have any mining systems on board, and actually this is probably going to be better spent on these guys here. So the scrappers, because the privateer is going to be our salvaging ship. I suppose I could transfer the mining ones over there, but I don't think it's going to have space now. Have a little look. Fighters, diggers. Yeah, this squad is full. That's fine. They got their repair fighters as well over there. That's fine. I'll have a few spare diggers, and if I ever need to dig something, then rather than having a mining laser on this thing, I can just send out the fighters, I guess. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Cavalier, and I'm going to send him on a mining mission here. It's in the middle of... Well, actually, I'll send him just over here, I think. I might have to set in the travel, maybe. Let's see what he says down here, actually. There's not much in the way of asteroids down here, to be fair. He's probably going to complain that there's not much around. And we're going to give him the Brigand, the Maleficent, the Miscreant as escorts. Set that to sort of 3.5 hours. Yeah, that's going to bring in that much stuff. It's not great. Let's see what he does a little bit higher. 3.5 hours, 20%. A little bit more. 300,000 Xanian, 200,000. And that's with he's got a mining system, cargo space, simultaneous mining. The ship is able to mine several asteroids at the same time using mining fighters, and he's got additional mining subsystems as well. He doesn't have a cargo hold, and 13% actually, even between 4 ships there. Oof, you've seen what these pirates are like, so we won't find many asteroids here. I could send him out into the sort of deepest area of space, but I want him really nearby, and if he takes a little longer and gets a little less resources out of it, it's fine. Not to worry. In those 3.5 hours, we should have our other fleet. Now, they're going to take a little while to get here. It's probably going to take them, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to travel that far. I don't know. But when they get here, we'll obviously have to fit them out, because the little the little cattlers that we started with here, these three are going to have to go up to Mobius's at least to survive even 5 minutes out here. In the meantime, I'm going to be looking to bring in my new fancy pants, all singing and dancing, super massive battleship. It's a destroyer. It is the Fury class destroyer. She's ready. Here she is in the little picture. As much as you can see, what do you think of the engines? Do you like the engines? I quite like the engines. Did the engines? She's ready to go. I got the Star Destroyer style hangar bay on the bottom there. I've sort of fiddled around with it, painted it, obviously. And she is, well, she's an 11-slot subsystem ship by default. I'll have to scale her down to 10, though. So at 10 sockets, that's going to cost me 493,000 tritium, which I have 658,000 of. Bunch of titanium, bunch of iron, all well affordable. 4.5 million credits. Now, literally, I could press that button right now. I could press it right now, and it would work. And, you know, I could afford it and stuff like that. But it is going to leave me very, 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 very low on tritium. So I'm going to leave it a little while. Let me take you through what I did wrong with the fighters. I need a fighter factory. There's one just over here. I'm going to quickly warp over there. And somebody's going to send me a bunch of money. Ooh, scrap and salvage. Thank you. Oh, yeah, more tritium. Lovely. Okay, good. Thank you, chaps. Right. So, yeah, the fighters. As plenty of you pointed out quite correctly, when I built the fighters in the last episode, I completely neglected to add any points to them. There's also, I've learned from the comments, and you guys as also being the actual oracles of knowledge with this game, a little bit more about turret manufacturing in the turret factories after my little angry rant about them in the last episode. So, fighters here. When you build a fighter, what I did was I simply selected the fighter design. Like that one, for example, or let's go with a TIE Defender just for giggles. And then you select a turret. In this case, let's select this plasmatic chain gun. And then I clicked on the create button. What I failed to remember and what I failed to notice was the little section just above this here. Remaining points, 25. Now I don't think I chose an exotic. I chose a blue, but you know, it gives you 20 points nonetheless. So it gives you a default, as you can see, size 8, durability, maneuverability, speed, all that stuff. Lovely. Now I can spend those 20 points increasing its speed, increasing its maneuverability, and its durability or its size. I don't really get why the size is important, but there we go. I could have clicked on those buttons there. I think it's really important because that way you get a more durable, faster, more maneuverable craft, which is going to dodge incoming fire a little easier, not die quite so easily, and get to its target quicker as well. So I completely neglected to do that on the fighters that I created last episode. Since then, of course, I've worked to rectify it to the best of my abilities. Obviously, the salvaging one, I couldn't really. I need a salvaging laser that's decent. Yeah, I don't have any Xanian mining salvaging lasers. So there we go. I mean, Astrinium, it will do. It will do for the most part in this area. I just thought if I'm making a fleet of these things, it would be good to have the best possible salvage laser type, material type. Anyway, so these things are a slow 300. They are an unmaneuverable 1 and a not so durable 400 because ultimately I forgot to increase the points when I made the fighter. Now that's ruined, and the salvaging laser has gone with it. So, I mean, I'm going to carry on building them anyway, and if I find another salvage laser out there, Xanian salvage laser, let's just quickly check, for example, the equipment dock here, then I will replace them. But yeah, nothing. So it would appear that the Xanian salvage laser that I found last time was quite rare, I think, so far. Anyway, there we go. So that's what happens. Make sure when you're building fighters that you increase the points. With the turret factory, I don't think there's a turret factory here. There is actually. When I was building the turret, I was just getting the minimum required items. I was having a lot of trouble even just getting the items, as you remember. So as soon as I did get the items, I built the turret. Apparently, although I'm going to double check this before I confirm this statement. Apparently, so I've been told in the comments by you guys, is that you can actually voluntarily increase the components you give a turret. So, if we have a look at our inventory, the double R salvage dismantler, there we go. You can actually increase a number of these components required, and you increase its stats. 82% efficiency, look. Increase its range, just max it out, and the maximum possible, bestest possible efficient R double dismantler thing there. So you can have it as with an efficiency of 82.6. And if it's an exotic and you're doing this, then you know it's even better. So if I had a exotic Xanian salvage laser, and I put it in here to make a blueprint out of it, and then you increase the requirements in order to build it, then it would be insanely good. It would be an incredible turret. I think that's the point that people were trying to make when they were saying, Spanj, you should build your own turrets, is that you can do this. You can increase their stats considerably by increasing the cost. And then, you know, if you've got enough money, you just buy it from the turret suppliers and away you go. Rather than doing the whole dismantling crap with the scrapyard. I mean, you could do that as well. It will give you a bit of resources and might help out a little bit. But, yeah. So there we go. Those are the two big errors from last episode. I wanted to correct them straight away. Let you guys know that there is a better way. There is still hope. It's not the end of the world just yet. God damn, the Buccaneer is fast, isn't it? It's just so quick. Sold. Made a bunch of millions. Made millions. Thanks very much. This is millions he's making each time. It's, well, I mean, this is garbage. This is a garbage one. Not even a million. Unbelievable. Buccaneer. Slipping, my friend. Slipping. What are you doing? You were good. You were good. So yeah, there we go. 2.1 million. Fantastic. 1.5. 2.1 wins. Go. So as soon as these guys are done, I'm going to set them. They've only got 15 minutes left, and the Buccaneer is just on an 11-minute trade route, so they'll be done very, very soon. I'm going to unite them over there and then bring them up here to be refitted. In the meantime, there's not really much else for me to do other than just sort of root around and see if I can find more turrets to buy, things like that, and maybe explore a few of these little blippy sectors that I haven't explored yet. But what we're going to do today is bring in our new singing and dancing destroyer, but I'm going to do that once I've retrofitted all my other boats and got everything ready. So this is a Fury class destroyer. Hopefully we'll have this in today. Here we go, look. Found myself a wreck or two, so I can position myself. The old salvaging captain that I have is very useful. But also what I can do is go over here. What I do is my scrappers and tell them to harvest. And there's only like one of them. He's all on his own still. You not got a companion yet? Ah, Christ, 84%. He's coming. So, every little helps in terms of salvaging. It's another laser for the end of the day that I don't need a sub-module for, I guess. There we go. There's a couple of wrecks here. There's another one over there somewhere, I think. I'm going to dig these up, see if we can get any nice components out of them. And then we're going to move on to the next orange blip. Okay, looks like the guys have finished. Guys have finished their missions. Pioneer is taking a bunch of stuff. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Holy moly, he's got a lot of crap on him. Holy... Oh, that's just a lot of crap. Look at displays and copper and oh my lord. Cattle. It's got cattle. Can't like so much later. This is so rare. Oh my god. Right, so that means then the Buccaneer's finished, the Pioneer's finished, Privateer, no, Ruffian, Scoundrel, Rapscanner. I can't keep track of all my ships, guys. It is a dizzying array of vessels. Right, okay, so Scoundrel. Actually, Buccaneer. Be up with those guys. Pioneer. Be up with those guys. Please. There we go. Both there. Lovely. Buccaneer, Pioneer, Ruffian, Scoundrel, Rapscallion. Okay, so the Buccaneer is the heaviest armed vessel there is in that sector. He is going to travel all the way to here. He's going to take with him all those guys. Travel time 22 minutes with an ambush probability of 5%. We speed that up, goes up to 6%, goes down to 18 minutes. Slow it down. 5% regardless of whether he takes longer or not. Okay. We're traveling for a long time. I don't like the situation here. There's a certain probability you might be attacked while conducting the operation. I have full autonomy. Blah, 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 blah. You've got a 4-ship escort. Alright? So, get over it. 5%. No problem. Should be fine. Go. That's going to take 20 minutes. Oof. And then once they get here, we've got a lot of work to do to retrofit them. There is no quick way back. There's no wormhole connecting this area and that area. Not one that I've found so far. That's kind of what I've been looking for at the moment, jumping into these little orange blips. Although my scouts have uncovered most of the area around here, there's a lot of little orange blips still left over. And sometimes they're wormholes. There is a wormhole around here that I discovered earlier. This one here. 14 Zotan ships jumped in, so I thought I'd get the hell out of there. That one just goes up there, though. It's not really useful. So if I can find a wormhole, there's one there, and I think that one goes back to around about here, which will take a couple of jumps off, I suppose. But if I can find one that takes us back, I don't know, over here or somewhere in this frickin' region, it would be useful in order to go back and carry on setting up my production factory setup back over there. Obviously, we get the Fury in and clear that thing out. It is going to be an absolute boss over there. Everything is just going to run scared of it, I think. I hope so, anyway. So there we go. They're on the way. They're on the way, guys. We're going to carry on salvaging. These guys have been ripping that thing apart while I've been nattering away, so that's lovely. Okay, let's bring it back in. I think you're done. I think it's done, guys. Anything else I can pick up with the manual lasers here. And we're going to jump off to the next little blip and see what we got. That is this one right here. Okay. Everybody aboard? Yep, let's go. Don't want to leave your fighters behind. There is that button to recall lost fighters, but rather not have to do it, to be honest. Make sure you pick up your fighters. Always pick up your fighters. Oh, well, the boys have arrived. They're all here. They made it. They made it. They made it all the way from over there to over here without getting blown up, lost, destroyed, or confused. Welcome, Pioneer, our little scrapper. Here she is. What a beast. What a beast. Right, well, you're going to struggle scrapping with your titanium and neonite scrap-wrapping lasers, but we'll try our best to get you guys kitted out as well as we can. We might have to go full purifying on some of you until we can get more R-type stuff. The Buccaneer, our salesman, responsible for millions and billions of credits. And of course the trio of miners. I tell you, if I can get these three kitted out with full wacky doodle monster freaking mining subsystems and fighters and stuff like that, just yeah, they're gonna rock it, I tell you. Let's have a quick check actually. Let's see what we got. We got a turret, we got a mining system, we got transport software. Actually, that's good. I'm going to buy that because we need rare or better, I think it is, in order to use the fighters and stuff. There's efficient dual purifying, efficient double purifying. Everything's purifying. Enough of that. I want purifying. It's nonsense. Do you hear me? Nonsense. I gotta have freaking Xanium or Trinium at least. At least. on that side of things. Anyway, okay, well, I might need to resort to more turret factory shenanigans. I don't know, maybe. Well, at least what I can do is, if I upgrade these 3 to Mobiuses, I can transfer each of them a fighter from my fighter squadrons here. And get them building their own little fighter squadrons, I suppose. And that'll be fun. That won't be too bad then. Okay, so first of all then, let's pick on the original, absolute original gangster. The Rapscallion. Ah! This was it! This was the beast! The beast that began it all! Look at it! It's magnificent! Right, so you've got a phenomenal little mining laser setup here. You have, and you, right? Now also you're for some reason firing your chain guns, but it's all good. Okay, so first things first then. The Rapscallion, the Scoundrel, the Ruffian, the Cattlers are being retired. They are wonderful little boats. They have served so well. They have survived so much, considering. They haven't died. They've never died. Not one Cattler has been lost, despite the fact that it has barely any armor. Okay, so let's see what we got. So I've got the Cavalier variant of the Mobius here. 170,000 trinium. This is why I wanted to do this before I bring in the Fury, because each one of these is going to set me back 170,000 trinium. That's not going to leave enough trinium to bring in the Fury. We're going to have to go back out mining again. But it does mean that these Cattlers will become much better for it. Much more resilient, rounded, with a lot more shield, a lot more hull, more turret capacity, and so on and so forth. So it's a shame to see the Scoundrels going. We're just going to be literally a fleet of friggin' Mobiuses here, I tell you. Right. Let's see, what have we got subsystem-wise? Got 2 extra slots. Mining system, warp, combat turrets, extended cargo hold. I definitely want extended shields. We want to give him an extra tough shield thingy. So there's these ones, which make your shields impenetrable, but they also make them less durable. Minus 63% durability. You know, you build your shields up so much, and then you just to make them impenetrable, which means you just can't take like hull damage through the shields and stuff. Anyway, so these ones are 10%. I did have ones that added a raw amount. Where did they go? Because there was a difference, and you guys pointed it out quite in the chat, because I was like, why? That's a 10%. That's 37,500 plus 75,000. Boom. Boom. 146,000 shield HP with that badger installed. Hells yes. Okay, so a little bit extra pokiness on the shields. He's definitely going to need... I've got a Zotan turret upgrade, because obviously we farmed Swax a little bit. Where the hell have they gone? There they are. Armed turrets. Install. Bingo. You've got arbitrary turrets. Combat turrets. And Jesus Christ, this thing's going to be like... Whoa! Look at the turret slots! Madness, I say. Madness. But there we go. Okay, so... all-important mining system. No. I tell you, it can have a squadron of diggers. It'll be fine. So we'll just say diggers, right? Let's get this thing producing freaking fighters straight away. Are you the privateer? You are. You are. Sort that camera out, please. Let's maneuver. Oh yeah, I reconfigured the privateer to back with the big boomer cannons, because do you know what? I was never struggling really to kill things with those big boomers. So and you go over there. Bingo. Oh, it needs the transporter software, of course it does. It needs the transporter software. Can we do without the arbitrary turrets then? Do you think we can get rid of that? Get rid of the arbitrary turrets and give it a schlappity transportery software-y type thingy. What are you complaining about now? Our mining fires can't pick up ores and scrap. You need a functioning transporter. Is this not how... I thought I had a transporter. Okay, well, I love that I can show you the wonderful, wonderful trick that is transporter blocks. So, you need Xanian, first of all, with transporter blocks. What you do is you reduce it down to, like, you know, 1 by 1. Really itty bitty, and then you sort of glitch yourself into the ship somewhere and find yourself, like for me, like right between those two there. There you go, transporters. That's it. Find yourself a little gap somewhere in the ship. Just slap a tiny little transporter in there and you'll do fine. Okay, so yeah, massively under everything. Everything is wrong with the ship. There we go. We have the transporters now. So we have still got plenty of turret slots, 4 arbitrary turret slots for, sorry, 3 unarmed and an arbitrary. Bunch of armed, some defensive. So we should be able to gear it out reasonably well. Right, so I'll get this done now. We'll start with this little badger, our original gangster, and then I'll do the same, and we'll try and get the ruffian and the rapscallion up and running as well. As for the buccaneer and the pioneer, well, I'm just going to refit them as best I can with bigger, badder shields, bigger, badder weapons, and then I don't know. And then I don't know. Send them off. I don't know. One of them needs to be a trade ship, I guess. I could set them both up as scavengers for now so that they can escort each other. Oh, I don't want to send anything off on its own around here, that's for sure. Right, let's see what we can do. Here we have it then. So, the rapscallion, the ruffian, and the scoundrel are now Mobius-class freighters, equipped as well as they can be. They are all manufacturing mining fighters as well, each with a bunch of pilots to help them with mining. I've given them their own separate little color schemes here as well to help distinguish a little bit better between them, give them a little bit more personality as well. Here we go. Okay, so the rapscallion is in red, the scoundrel is in blue, and the ruffian is in green. And they are ready to go. So I'm going to send them out on their first mining voyage. Well, first of all, I might make them travel a little bit up into this area over here. So the rapscallion was the first. Or was it the scoundrel? Which one did I freaking start with? I think it was the rapscallion, wasn't it? The scoundrel came second. Which was the one that I gave R mining lasers? That's what I can't remember. Right, you've got R mining friend. Okay, so the rapscallion in red is the boss. So rapscallion. Can't remember my own bloody ships. Oh, you can go there in a single jump. Look, bloody hell. Well, fancy. Okay. What about scoundrel? Can't. Ruffian can't. Right, so scoundrel, you're the lead then in that case. With your pissed poor warp drive. Go there. Sorry. Travel there. And take the ruffian and the rapscallion with you. Off your trot. Take you 2 minutes. And then I'm going to kick them into a mining mission over here, I think. Lots of asteroids sectors over here, so they should have plenty of asteroids to mine. Get plenty of resources. Okay, that means the Cavalier can come back again and be the support ship. Actually, Cavalier, I gave a bunch of mining lasers that I could probably get onto the other two. Right then, so that leaves the Pioneer, which is our scavenger ship, and the Buccaneer, which is our trade ship. First of all, I think, Mr. Buccaneer, what I'm going to do with you is transfer everything from... Don't move. You're fine. Don't move. Don't move. I'm going to transfer everything from both of these ships to that one, and then I'm going to send him on a trade mission. I don't think the Buccaneer needs all that many upgrades, to be honest. She's pretty well equipped as it is, but I will go through her guns and stuff anyway, to make sure that is still the case. Right, this is our trade ship here, which kind of runs solo, and I'm really nervous about doing that. Its firepower is only 2,000. Yeah. Just to give you that some context, privateer here is 4,500. So it's over double the firepower. But then, you know, the Pioneer does have these big boomers on it now, so yeah. Anyway. Okay, Mr. Buccaneer, I'm definitely going to upgrade you to a Tritium warship. And then we'll see what we can do with your firepower rating. Make it nice and awesome. Rapscallion, you're the lead. You're going mining. And you're mining there. And you're taking the ruffian and the scoundrel with you. Holy cow. Look at that deliciousness. Right, that is actually not as good. Nearly as good as the yields they were getting down at the other end of space. But that's only because I'm running for an hour. So that's 15% ambush probability, which is acceptable. 600,000 Xanian, 500,000 titanium in 5 hours of mining. You guys can do it. Simultaneous mining is only 7% because they're still making fighters. I hope they continue to make fighters while they're out mining. I do. I could safe mode them, which would knock about 100,000 off and reduce it to 2%. I'm actually going to do that because that is only 100,000. Worth it. Worth it for reducing it by 13%. Happy with that. 5-hour mining trip then. Ruffian Scoundrel as mining guardian escorts. Make it so, chaps. Godspeed. Good luck. Okay, there we go. The Cavalier then has got 1 hour and 12 minutes left on its schedule. And I'm going to refit that thing, I think, for scrapping. Actually, I could just keep it mining and then sell it in a salvage. I think it would still pick up. I don't know. I think it's probably best if all three of them are freaking salvages, right? I'm losing my mind. Right. Let's sort this bugger out, and then sort the other bugger out. It will be fine. It'll be fine. This is the problem when you have so many ships that look the same and are called the same thing or sound the same. Keeping track of them all. Oh my god. That's a challenge. Right. Okay, I think we're good. Right, the only problem I have is the old Buccaneer here and the old Pioneer here. They are now both set up for scavenging. Sort of. I mean, the Buccaneer has a merchant captain, which I'm going to keep because I do need a merchant ship. So I figure if I lead with the Pioneer as the primary scavenger dude, and then the Buccaneer can just accompany and be the one that sells everything once they when they finish the salvaging stuff. So there we go. Because this guy's got scavenger. Now on board the privateer here, I have scavenger captain, 2 of the buggers, because you know, why not? I don't know. There we go. That's a point. I could just give the scavenger captain to that guy and then just swap them out for the merchant one when he does the selly stuff. It's a possibility, I suppose. I don't think it really matters too much at this point for an escort ship to have a scavenger factor. Anyway, the point is, the Cavalier will be done soon. And when it is, I'll set that up, 16 minutes. I'll set that up also for scavenging. And then the trio of the buggers can go off and salvage stuff. Right, in the meantime, I have a slight issue because I've run out of the transportation software systems, rare or better. So this guy and this guy has got, not that guy, the other guy, this guy, that guy, that guy, this guy, and that guy. They've got crappy transporter software systems. So I need to go and find good ones. Now the good news is this sector here is awash with equipment docks. Look at that. Every little white square there is an equipment dock. So my chances of finding one are pretty good. Wait, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to leave these 2 here. I'm going to go off and scour the local equipment docks for 2 transport software things. Anything on the way that looks good as well, turrets and stuff, I'm going to pick up as well because it would just make sense to do that. So let's go. This guy has got 2 of the bastards, so there, we're sorted on that front, at least, which is great. Excellent news. Can we have another efficient mining laser? Ka-ching. Anything like that. Mining, salvaging. I'm having it. Another elite igniter with a tasty, sexy DPS count. 3 slots, 357 per slot. Can't buy it. No. I can buy this plasma turret for a meager 800. That's actually really good. Look at that DPS. For a plasma turret, that's very nice. Buying. Thank you. I am a bit of a shopaholic at the moment, I must admit. I am just buying stuff all over the shop. I have torps as well. Like, I got a few torps. I got a plasma torpedo. Fire that off, it's done. Anyway, so we've got 2 of our transporter systems. That's good. The Cavalier has already got one. So, you know. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and spend a bit more millions buying some trinium. So, terrible, isn't it? There's another 4 million that I'm going to spend on trinium. It's fine. You know, for so long, the Buccaneer was making us freaking hand over fist money. 10 minutes and it would make 3 million. Or something ridiculous like that. This is what it's for. This is what it's for, so I can just fast lane my freaking trinium account and get a big sexy boat. So, transporter systems, I'll keep looking, I think, at the rest of the equipment docks. They're so tightly clustered around here. It's brilliant. A few warping around and you can get yourself some decent turret systems and all sorts of modules and stuff like that, no problem. So I think we should have, the transporter systems we need for the 2 new scavenger ships, and turrets systems and firepower for the destroyer. Now I've got a slight problem. Now I've got these diggers, scrappers, and shield smashers, right? And over here, this ship is the one I want to convert into another scrapping ship. Look at all the freaking mining fighters it's got. Look at all the mining fighters. I can't transfer them over here. It just doesn't have room. It's just no room. I can't make room. Oh, I can. Look. Okay. Maybe I can do it this way. Maybe I can do it this way. Nope. That's it. It's out of room. Oh no. Okay. Well, no, we tried. Okay, so the only thing is he's got the repair fighters and the diggers, and the repair fighters I want him to keep. I just want the scrappers over there, really. That's what I want. Yeah, there's no room. Damn it. Okay. So what I'm gonna have to do then, I think, is our little ship here. We're gonna have to maybe upgrade slightly. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe we need to make it slightly bigger. Maybe we should increase its hangar capacity. I sound like Stewie off of Family Guy. Maybe just do. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Right. Anyway. Right. Fury, where are you? There she is. Oh boy. 700. Oh yeah, because I need to scale it down to 10 slots because I haven't unlocked 11 slots yet. Let me just check. Actually, it is 11 slots. Is Orgonite. Yeah. Build a ship with 10 subsystem sockets. That's all we're going to do. Then it goes up to, I assume, 12. And then, I don't know, 15 is the last one, I guess. Who knows? Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I give you the Fury-class destroyer. Please stand by where the game lags out like crazy, has a little fit, flails around for 5 minutes, does a funny little dance, and then finally delivers the boat somewhere about now. There we go. Damn! There she is! Oh my lord! It's a big boat. This is definitely the biggest ship of the fleet, although it is even scaled down to 10 slots. It's not even as big as it was when I built it, but that's sector has been called out as a hazard zone. What are you talking about? Oh. Valkyries is up to no good. What up, Valkyries? You've caused trouble, as always. There we go. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is the Fury class destroyer. Will be available in the workshop once we figured out what all the bugs are with it and fix them, and then I will deliver it to the workshop. By the way, I have now uploaded the Omni Station to the workshop after a long delay because I failed to do it for so long, but it is now available. The Fury will be joining it soon, hopefully. Hopefully not too many bugs with it, but we'll see. Right, what this hopefully means is that I now have ample hangar bay storage. We have ample torpedo storage. We have an extra slot to enjoy with something. And, you know, we've got a few turret slots to fill as well. So that's going to be fun to do. Okay, first things first, though. Let's maneuver into position with this guy here, because I need to get rid of all of its mining fleet. So we're going to create a new... we got our diggers already, actually, haven't we? Yeah. Transfer dem fighters over. What? What? Are you... What? What? Are you kidding me right now? This is not doing what I wanted it to do. Oh god. These are like small, right? And these are big. This is not working. I can't believe it. I thought I had a maybe because I scaled it down. It scaled it down like ridiculous. Hangar space 51. How many fighters does that give me? I don't know. Oh man. I wish it gave me like a capacity number in one of these details, but I mean it's difficult because it depends on the size of the fighters, I think. Right, so arm mining, all the arm mining, they're coming in. It's just yeah, I'm not sure it's particularly efficient way of doing it. So the salvaging fighters need to go over there. Ah, come on. And the mining fighters need to come over here, but I can only seriously do it seems like one fighter at a time. Okay, scrappers, class 1, arm mining, over you go. Let's just put that down there because it's a rubbish one. And so close. So close. Okay, fine. Well, now I'm transferring these fighters around is a difficult thing because I mean I don't want to delete them. If I don't know how to delete them. If I wanted to delete just one of them, for example, I don't think I could do that. Anyway, we got the scrappers. These are the scrappers. Yep, salvage, salvage, salvage. If we rename this to scrappers. Okay, and we've got to change the blueprint here. So we're going to put that over there. Wipe the blueprint out. Our salvaging fighter. That actually gives us another slot as well. So let's start production on those. Transfer. There's one scrapper remaining. That's a mining fighter. Oops. These are all the diggers. Mining, 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 mining. Okay. And then there's one mining left. Ah, come on! I'll tell you what. You go down there then. And you come over here. And I will delete that squad. That's how we do it. Delete! I'm going to remove the template, but it's fine because I've got the template saved somewhere else. Right, so we got the scrappers. They're now producing. We've got too many fixers, to be honest. But, I mean... Yeah. Oh, boy. This should at least be able to support us in a repairing fashion, as well as go scavenging away. Okay, so... The last thing I need to do to this thing is swap out all of its mining lasers for some salvaging lasers. Arm it up a little bit more. And then I can send it off with the other guys that are already off scrapping. The Buccaneer, he's got about 2 hours left of him. So, we'll leave this one for now. And let's actually build the Fury up. Because this is brand spanking new and all fun and sexy. And it's got no crew. It's got about 25%, 42% of the required crew. No problem. It's fine. Oh my god. I could take the scavenger captain out. I can put in the Commodore, which gives us even more turret slots. There's 4 more auto, another 2 armed. Whew. Okay, and we're right next to an equipment dock that hopefully we're docked to. Yep, because we got transporters. Oh my lord. And we need 106 engineers. That gives us 104. And we need a bunch of mechanics that aren't here. We're going to need a lot of gunners as well. Actually, no, the AI takes care of gunners, doesn't it? And we've got 14 pilots. Oh, okay. I haven't got an academy on. That's stupid. I can add an academy later. It's just a case of replacing some of the many framework blocks that make up this build. So what I did when I built it was a lot of the spare space in there. I just made frameworks, as you can see. It's just framework everywhere. which is not only really lightweight, but it's really easy to see. And so if you want to add an academy or cloning VATs or whatever, you can do that. Computer core to increase the processing power, hyperspace core to increase its range, and again, processing power. You can do that, just replace the frameworks throughout the ship. They're all encased in armor, so yeah, it's just spare room. I do that with a lot of my builds. It's bloody handy. Anyway, there we go. So what I'm going to do, I need to limp, I think, over to another station that has got some crew. I need the spanner boys. So that's 46 kilometers away, 26 gas collector. Mechanics. Go gather some mechanics. And then I need to put some guns on it, because it's got no guns whatsoever on it. And then set the freaking Cavalier up as much as possible. Basically, today's episode is all about musical freaking chairs with spaceships. Once we've done all this, though, we are going to have to take the Fury out for a shakedown cruise and see how much pew-pew it can bring to some pirate scumbags. Definitely going to have to happen. She is the most powerful vessel I have ever created. And she lives! I have put some guns on her. And she now has a firepower of 6.58 thousand OMs. I don't know what OMs is a measure of, but awesome. No, that begins with an A. Outrageous meter. OMs. That she is bristling with weaponry. I got to put one little unarmed turret on, and then she is done. What I've done is I've got some big hitters here. I've got some railguns and cannons. The big 3 guns there. They're all on automatic attack my target, so they will auto-shoot whatever I tell them to. I then have a bunch of lasers and point defenses and stuff like that all over the place, also put on auto on the defensive program. And then I've got a few manual fires because I've run out of auto turret slots, so unfortunately one of my lightning cannons is on a manual fire, which kind of sucks, but I'll make do. And the rest is bolters, chain guns, and pulse cannons, you know, to just give us a spray and pray kind of solution here. And that looks a little something like that. Obviously with the lightning cannon being the odd one out there. But, you know, I think that should be reasonably pokey. Not to mention, we have 226,000 HP on the shield and 313,000 HP on the hull. The biggest, baddest boat so far. We have an extra slot that we can do something with. I was going to put a trade system in there, I think. I mean, if I'm going fully combat focused, I could put an auto turret thing in there and just turn everything on auto turrets and just let rip. Yeah, I don't know. I want to leave it kind of empty just for a little while I figure out what it is lacking here. Maybe what I can do. I can add something in. I might add my object detector in, for example, for now, because it doesn't need to be installed permanently. So there we go. Okay. The Fury, then. She is ready for action. She is ready to go. But we still have a little bit of time left on the scrappers. They got... Wait, that's the miners. Where are this? They are. 1 hour, 18 minutes left on that. So we're going to get the Cavalier here set up as a salvage ship now. And I'll have her running around as my escort for a little while. She's actually got some pokey guns too. She's got a big pokey there. And some nice weaponry dotted around. So it will be kind of like a little Corvette escort ship until she's ready to go off with the rest of the boys and salvage stuff. Okay, so she's all set up for mining at the moment. Let's change that around, shall we? Alright. Cavalier is now ready. So I've kitted her out with quite a few guns, actually. 6.36 KOM. It's almost as powerful as the freaking Fury over here. Damn. Okay, so I've kitted it out with some salvage lasers on the top there. You can see these big bulbous lasers here. They're all salvaging lasers. That's its primary, I suppose, purpose, is to salvage the living Jesus out of things. So it's producing... It's not producing anything at the moment. Maybe it's just finished producing one of the salvage fighters there. Not complaining that it doesn't have room in the hangar bay. Got obviously a squadron of fixers there. and scrappers, as well as a myriad of freaking salvage lasers on there. Loads of point defense, loads of auto guns. The only weapon here that is not automatically firing, again because I don't have the auto slot to do it, is the precise dual cannon, the big boomer on the top there. So other than that, everything else is fired manually. Anyway, this ship is going to be controlled by AI, so it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, she is going to be a fantastic wingman to the Fury here. Well, Privateer is it still called. I may have to rename it because it's no longer a Mobius, it's a Fury. There we go then. Okay, so I think the musical chairs with ships is done. What I do need to do is I still need to kind of wait until the salvaging guys have finished. 54 minutes until they're done doing that. So I think what we're going to do, me and the Cavalier right here are going to go on a little exploration. There's a bunch of yellow dots up here that we can explore and find out what the hell's going on. There's wrecks here that we can salvage and so on and so forth. So we're going to head in that direction until these guys are finished, and then we're going to all go and once again try and complete that lost friend mission that we had to bail out of a few episodes ago. And we will do it. We will succeed. There is also the Hathi here. This is one of the story missions that came up after we defeated the mad science dudes with our flying asteroid. So we want to go and check them out as well. I'm not sure I remember what the Hathi are all about, so that's going to be interesting. We've still got Operation Exodus to do as well, which involves flying all the way back to the very outer edges of the map, and that's going to take a long time to complete. Obviously, we need to do that at some point too. Once we have all of our Zotan modules, we need to scour this barrier for a hidden mass object system, where I think the fight to open the barrier or get through it, the wormhole boss or something like that. I've never fought that before, never got that far, so that'll be interesting. Anyway, so there we are. That's what I'm going to do, but this is where I'm going to leave you for today's episode. I know it's an episode of just rearranging ships and things like that. Not much action in this one, I do apologize. But this is the nature of the game. You do spend many hours just sat around in a sector fiddling with ships, layouts, turrets, designs, and so on and so forth. So inevitably this is going to happen. I do hope that you enjoyed today's episode, regardless of the lack of pew-pew and boom-booms, as Raccoona would say. Shout out to Raccoona, what's up, bro? Anyway, like I said, I do hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.